What up, everybody? Coach Jay here. It's October 3rd, 2011, at 7:20 p.m. East Coast time. Just want to say, hope everything's going good for you guys too. You know, life is good. I'm glad. I'm sure everything's good for you guys too. Just doing a little sip of my water. These are the sizes that I usually or started to start using now, and I try to drink about 6 to 8 of these a day at least. You know, workouts require just a little more because you know you're sweating, and you know that you'll sweat more once you drink more water. You know, workouts going really good. Rev Abs is doing it up. You know, this is all, you know, according to the whole volume of back to basics, like I started about 3 weeks ago. But it proves, you take time off for injury, pleasure, whatever the case may be. You got to get back to the basics, because if you want to be around long enough for your family, and be on this planet like as long as you're supposed to, and it's probably the best thing to take care of your health. And health is good, man. It really is. Everybody thinks you sacrifice, when you're actually trying to get into better shape or better condition or better health. You're not sacrificing everything. You're actually living a lot better in the moment, like from moment to moment every day. You're not sacrificing anything. You're actually having a better time. The whole, it's, what I'm basically trying to say is that it's not a sacrifice, it's a privilege. And because you'll see it when you're in better health, your clothes fit better, you feel better, your aura is better, everything about you is better. And you pass that on to people around you, they see it, you become a role model. It's true, because there's a lot of negativity in this world right now, and you being positive, you help more people, you really do. Because some people have negative households, but it's up to them to convert it into positive energy and do the best they can. That's it. But like, being in better health, it allows you to deal with stress, because my workouts are stress relievers. When I see the sweat, I'm paying my dues and sweating and everything, I feel a lot better when the workout's over. I feel great during the workout. I feel as if I'm blessed, because I'm in better health now and better condition, since the shoulder. But it feels like it hasn't even happened, because I'm trying not to focus on it like, I have to do it over again. It's not doing it over again. It's just adding to it. It's allowing me to just get into better condition. That's it. We're not getting younger. Look at it like that. We can look younger. It's up to us to keep our heart strong. With the cardio, with the weight training, and the interval training, all that good stuff. It all plays a good factor. I don't care who it is out there. You always feel better when your clothes fit better. That's the way it is. When you can go to the store and get the outfit you always wanted or something, they have your size, and you don't have to get additional sizes larger and anything to cover up anything that you don't want people to see. Your frame is your frame. It's just a matter for us to just reduce our body fat. That's it. And with the Rev Abs, it's cool, because everybody seeks a smaller waistline. That's it. It's true. You want to be smaller in your waistline, and the great thing about it is, if you're a guy that has smaller shoulders, not as broad, it makes him look bigger, because your midsection is getting smaller, and that's what you want. And it's funny, you put pants on, and it's really loose around the waist, and that's what you want. Your regular size. When your waist is getting smaller, it's all good. Trust me, it's all good. Yeah. I saw that the pre-order for P90X too. Of course, I'm gonna have to do that, and looks really good. I pre-ordered, like, when it first came out. It was probably a month ago, and it looks like it's gonna be something else. My original P90X lean, my video, I'm sure a lot of people seen. I had like I don't know, tens and tens of thousands of hits on it, or whatever it was. But and I'm trying to see what is going to happen with this one. This one focuses on a lot of the principles and basics of P90X, the original, plus more. So it looks good. I got the Blu-ray version. Looks pretty good. It's on like 4 Blu-rays, and it has another 12 workouts. All updated new stuff to like science, other muscle confusion and a whole bunch more. Tony Horton is doing his thing again. So definitely gonna look forward to doing that and starting that January 2nd, because I believe 2012, because it actually is on a Monday, and it's gonna be cool because we got trying to get a whole bunch of people together so you can actually do it and do it all together. So when the beginning of the year hits, after you played around for your last time on January 1st, New Year's Day, your resolution is different. It's going from now into P90X2, because I'm gonna do rev abs. I'm gonna do finish rev abs up and go into the full throttle series of rev abs, which is like phase 3 basically. Gonna do that. So I'm looking at P90X2. Looks good. I'm sure you guys have seen the commercials for it, the trailers for it. I'm sure you heard about it. P90X was a force to be reckoned with anyway. It's definitely something that a lot of people are going to be doing, getting crazy results from, because they said it's a lot about it. People, didn't get far enough like they wanted to. They felt as if they didn't achieve enough in their like phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 of P90X. So they allow you to extend the phases and maybe additional 2 weeks or something, so you can get better at the moves. And that was a really smart move. I don't want to make this video too long, because I know people tend not to pay attention to a lot of stuff that's going on, but just keeping my word of doing my videos week to week, letting you guys know where I am. I want to hear where you guys are too, stuff like that. Just showing that no matter what holds us down or knocks us down, we can always get back up as long as we're willing. So continue to push play every day, and peace. And that's Coach Jay out.